I was sure it was going to be the jack, but my final answer will be the 6 of diamonds.
6, final answer?
Final answer.
Show us that card. 2 of diamonds. Darn.
Oh, well, that's the way it goes.
Better luck at the table, JP.
Well, if JP can avoid being on tilt after getting that incorrect.
JP is the short stack right now on the money bubble, and you hate to be in that position because a lot of the times that does mean you end up being the bubble person. Rob folds. Debbie has ace-9 offsuit. And she's gonna call.
God, I ought to be playing this.
JP also calls from the small blind, and Kevin here in the big blind with 8-6 offsuit checks. 7-6-5 2 spades. So Kevin has a pair and an open-ended straight draw.
24,000.
It's checked to him by JP, and Kevin is going to put out a bet of 24,000. That's going to be good enough to get Debbie and JP to fold.
Nice, nice.
Very nice.
I was looking for the 8, but I had the straight.
Kevin takes the initiative and wins that pot.
When I first found Club WPT, it's a 2000, I got crushed by a forklift. I was having a hard time sleeping. My sleeping patterns were off. I was wounded. I went over to the computer, put in online poker. After my accident, poker really gave me something to fight for again. And anybody can win. That is really what I really love about poker. Everybody does have a chance. In my entire life, I have been a, if you can see it, you can achieve it person. And I did believe that I would be here, that I would get an opportunity to play with the big boys.
It's a good story from Kevin Hozak. It's nice to see that. It seems like he's recovered pretty well, and you know, he's here now. He has a shot at winning the $10,000 plus the $15,000 WPT main event package.
Let's not forget he has already won the WPT cruise, and his wife Renee in the audience will be going along with him. So no matter what, he's going to walk away with something, but I know he has his eye on that first prize.
Action is on Debbie. She has ace-8 offsuit. And she's going to raise to 36,000. Blinds are 9,000, 18,000 now.
I'm all in.
And Rob's just going to move all in with 10s, just going to put all the pressure back on Debbie.
Interesting to note, she is in 3rd place right now with JP below her.
I'll call.
So she is putting herself at risk, raising, calling the ace-8 off, and Rob,
Pocket 10s versus ace-8.
who has not been messing around today, coming when he puts big chips in, he's had ace-king or pairs, he finds himself in a favorable position.
Good luck, Dad.
Good luck. Thank you.
Debbie is going to need to get lucky here. She's looking for that ace. Flop is queen, jack, 5, rainbow. So Rob's 10's still in the lead.
2 cards left.
And she is going to need an ace or a running straight, which is going to be hard. There's a 9.
Ooh. Open and straight.
Now, Rob does not want to hit a set of 10s because that would give Debbie a queen high straight.
10.
And Debbie knows it too.
No 10s either, Dad.
You don't want either one of them now.
Don't do it to me, Dad.
Give him a 10.
Rob's looking like the one at risk.
Straight.
River brings the king of clubs.
Good playing with you.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.
So that means Debbie Joyce from North Carolina, the retired U.S. Air Force veteran, is unfortunately going to fly away in 4th place, just shy of making the money.
Woo. Oh my God, I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to like hang out after this. I'm gonna have to go right to my room and just sleep.
Well, you didn't take it down, but will we see you again on clubwpt.com?
Better believe you will, because if I can do it, you can do it.
Definitely. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Debbie.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So 3 players left, and they're all in the money.
This has been quite the battle, and they are all feeling pretty good right now.
We made the money, man. Awesome job. Awesome job.
Welcome back to Hollywood, Florida, and clubwpt.com's king of the club.
Let's take a look at the remaining 3 players. Rob Huron, pretty much been the chip leader since the start. He's had a lot of big hands today, so no surprise.
All players guaranteed prize money here, $2,500 for third, $5,000 for second, and $10,000 plus that $15,000 WPT package up top.
I call.
Rob gonna come in with the queen 9, JP with the quick check in the big blind with 10-9. So Rob has the dominating hand to start.
The flop is 2, 3, 7, couple of spades there, but neither has connected with this flop, so they're both gonna check.
And there's the money card for Rob. Turns top pair. JP also has a 9 and a slightly worse kicker.
40.
Rob gonna cut out a bet here of 40,000.
I think he's sucking me in here.
Yeah, well, does have you out kicked, JP. This was not a good turn card for you, but I don't see how you could fold to this bet.
I think I still got some time.
And Rob looks very serious over there in those Maui gyms.
All in.
Ooh.
Oh, oops.
And JP decides to not just
Got
call,
about
but to
80
move
some
all in
thousand.
for 97,000. Rob's gonna survey the stack.
So it's only like 40 more to call.
A little more than that.
97.
97.
All right, I call you.
And he does make the call for 57,000 more.
Come for that 10.
JP's not gonna like what he sees. We got Rob. Is he fist pumping it? Yep. There's the double pump.
8 won't help me. I gotta have a 10.
So far, Rob's hands have held up when he's gotten it in ahead. Let's see if this proves any different.
Come on, no 10s, Bubba.
The river
Oh.
is just a third 9.
Wow, a lot of case cards today.
Good going, brother.
It's good. Nice to meet you, brother.
Nice to meet you.
JP, man, awesome.
Way to go.
Good luck in your future. Man.
Okay.
Thank you.
So Rob scores another knockout, and we get to see that patented Rob fist pump.
And JP Carabas has to head home to Tallahassee, Florida, but first he's gonna check in with Caitlin.
You're out in third, but that's not so bad. You got $2,500 in cash. How does it feel?
Feels great. Going home with more money than I came with. That's unusual in the casino.
Indeed, indeed. You came so far. How was your experience this whole time?
It's been fantastic. From the Club WPT to the hotel staff, everybody's just been wonderful and treated me great.
You think you're going to play a little more poker on clubwpt.com after this?
I play twice a day already. I don't know how much more I can do.
Fair enough. We'll take it. Well, congratulations on an awesome finish. We're so happy for you.
Thank you so very much.
Good luck, brother. Good luck. Good
Yeah, I
luck.
can tell you, we saw it coming.
Rob Huron and Kevin Hozak is gonna share a little heads-up embrace before they battle. Heads up, Rob has 474,000 to Kevin's 331,000.
Anyone's game. This thing can go either way. I wonder how much experience they have heads up. One of those forms of poker people don't play a lot of, so it should be interesting.
Make it 30, not 24, 48. 48. Raise it to 48, yes.
Blinds are 12,000, 24,000 now, and Rob with Jack-9 offsuit is gonna make it 48,000 to go.
Rob counts out the chips, finds 48, does elect to min raise here. It's a little pressure on. Kevin with the really nice hand, the ace-3 suited for a heads-up battle.
Just call.
Gonna make the call.
And the flop is ace, 10, 6, couple of clubs, so Kevin actually has top pair.
50.
Rob doesn't have much, but that's not gonna stop him from putting out a bet of 50,000.
Pure bluff.
A fold.
And Kevin, with not a lot of thought,
Wow.
lays down top pair in the heads up.
That's kind of shocking.
Pretty surprising play, but
Rob gets a lot of credit these days, you know. But also, I think maybe Kevin's just, as you said, not used to playing heads up, maybe feeling the pressure a little bit, not wanting to get involved too early.
Crazy how the brain just fries up, dude.
Yeah, definitely.
I think he just explained it right there, and I think when he watches his back, he's gonna regret that. He's gonna feel like he kind of let the pressure get to him.
You call?
they're also not super deep. So, you know, if you look top pair heads up, I don't know what else he's looking for there. Either way, he's already heads up. Pretty good day. Oh.
Wow, look at this. For Rob, he flops a straight.
24. Or I'm sorry, 40. Living in the past again.
Not much for Kevin, but Kevin's gonna go ahead and bet 40,000 now.
Everyone's got a style. Some people fold top pair and then some bet queen high.
gonna raise.
It's not going to work when your opponent flops the nuts.
Do 60, 70, 80,000. Raise it up to 80.
I don't know if I love the fact that Rob's raising right away just because he has such a strong reputation for having big hands today, hitting a lot of flops. I think I would like to see him just call.
Likely will get Kevin to wait for another hand.
So that's 2 in a row going Rob's way. He's taking control of this heads-up battle.
Yep. Smooth sailing for Rob today.
We are down to heads up between Rob Huron against Kevin Hozak. Kevin, 2 big blinds, and even Rob only has 8 big blinds, so both of them are going to have to get pretty aggressive pretty soon.
Blinds are now up. It is 40,000, 80,000.
All in.
That's a move that's aggressive right there.
I'm gonna call.
Here we go, buddy. Here it is.
Kevin quickly calls with ace-3.
Oh, king 5.
Are you king 5?
Yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to throw him.
Rob's excited. Rob is fired up. He can sense it. He senses the win, but at the same time, if he loses a hand, it's 6 blinds to 4 blinds. So, I mean, they're at the point where
Either way, I'm still in it.
it is down to it.
He's got like 2 home.
Rob is very live here, and this time, for one of the first times all day, he has not gotten it in with the best of it, but he could still get lucky.
Oh, it's a pretty conclusive flop.
Nice
He
hand.
needs the running 3-4, and Kevin has a 3, or he's going to need a king and a 5 or a king 5-5 run out.
How about a 3?
The turn is a jack of hearts, so Rob is drawing dead. Kevin's going to double up here with pair aces.
And just like that, it is now, what, 6 to 4 blinds? So it is anyone's game.
I had to keep it rolling, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, listen.
Yeah.
We're getting into it.
And I had the chip, so I mean, we're about even right now.
Yeah.
So here we go again, dude.
Yeah, you're pretty up there, though, still. Oh, thank you, man. It's not over yet.
Took a swing.
Great playing by these guys to take it all the way down where the blinds are now making their stacks this shallow. Means these guys have hung in there. 2 worthy champions for our first ever king of the club. Let's see who will get it done.
I'm gonna call.
Kevin's going to limp in here.
All in.
Rob with pocket deuces
He's good, he's
just
good, he's good,
shoves
he's good.
479,000 in the middle.
So deuces.
Nice, brother.
I was
You had
doing,
me.
right?
Yeah, you had me there. It's a good bet.
Thank you.
Damn deuces.
All in.
I call.
Wow, I mean, this is heads-up play. You shouldn't be getting pairs. like
I
this.
know. Rob is pretty excited having Kevin covered and the best of it.
But he's smoked.
But I'm all in.
Good luck, brother.
You too, brother.
This is a scary one here, buddy. You had
Let's
my
do
hand
this.
last time.
I
Right,
know.
let's do this. If not, I'll see you on the cruise.
Oh, definitely, brother.
$10,000 in cash plus the $15,000 WPT main event package. And don't forget the title of being the king of the club.
You know what, though? 3 weeks ago, somebody got quad deuces on me, dude.
I don't even want to hear that story. I don't want to hear that story.
I want payback today, right now.
Rob can almost taste this victory. Just hoping the 9s will hold up. Flop is ace-7-6 so far. They are still in the lead, and he knows that Kevin is in pretty bad shape now.
Seen the fist pump, the double fist pump, the fist thrust. He's got all the fist moves.
One more card.
Turn is the ace of hearts. Still good for Rob. He's got aces and 9s. Kevin is looking for a deuce.
One more card. This is that 6 stuff we were talking about earlier, dude.
Deuce or deuce only, or else Rob will be the king of the club. And there's the river. It is the king of clubs.
And that makes Rob Huron our first ever king of the
I had a
club.
great time. Hey, it was nice to meet you.
I did it. Thank you. Kevin, hey, great game, dude. Back and forth, man. Thank you so much. These guys, awesome player, man. Thank you so much.
And let's not forget, Kevin did win the WPT Cruise, so a little extra bonus to go with his second place $5,000 finish.
My expectation was to win. But second place to a gentleman like Rob, great player, great guy.
Oh, my God.
I won a cruise, and oh my God. I mean, I had to bring myself back into the game. I was so excited. So, yes, I'm on top of the world. I am on top of the world. I will always play on Club WPT. Always.
Rob, you did it. What are your emotions right now?
I can't even tell you. I'm so excited. Thank you, WPT, for making my dreams come true.
You did an incredible job. You won a trophy, $10,000, a $10,000 seat in another WPT tournament. How are you going to prepare for that?
I'm going to play a lot more cards online, WPT, and we'll see what happens.
Well, it worked for you this time.
It worked, yes.
Rob,
thank you.
you are king of the club.
Woo! Yeah! Yes!
Congratulations.
King of the club! Here you go, babe. Thank you so much. This won't fit in my wife's pocketbook, though. Thank you. Dreams come true.
Who doesn't love to take home a giant check, right?
The cash, the WPT main event seat, and the journey all started by playing online at clubwpt.com. This has been fun.
Join us next time when a new set of players attempt to become king of the club.
Woo! Let's party!
Woo!
Look at you now, you're the king of the club. Minute to learn, lifetime to master. Gotta get your fix, revealing even faster. Get your chips all in, put your skills to the test. It's everybody's quest to rise above the rest. All my VIPs, pull a chair up, please. We got a seat open for the king of the club. Lock it up for the king of the club. Lock it up for the king of the club. Lock it up for the king of the club. Look at you now, you're the king of the club.
All right.
Hey there, everyone. This is King of the Club. Tonight, we are coming to you from the Seminole Hard Rock, where 8 players are fulfilling a lifelong dream of playing poker on TV. I'm Jeff Gross.
And I'm Maria Ho. Now, Jeff, this is such a cool opportunity from the World Poker Tour. Through qualifying tournaments on clubwpt.com, these players mixed it up online and won an all-expense-paid trip here to Florida. Plus, they now have the opportunity to win even more cash and prizes tonight, including a $15,000 WPT main event package.
A lot on the line, and joining us from the sidelines is Caitlin Howe.
I've had the pleasure of getting to know these players this week, and we've got some serious characters at the table. They all really appreciate this opportunity from Club WPT, and this is something they all want to win.
Hi, my name is Lawrence Adams. I'm from Surprise, Arizona. I would consider myself a geek.
My favorite poker hand is Pocket Jacks. My name is Jerry Jackson, so JJ, Pocket Jacks.
Hi, I'm Jeremy Linville. I think the discipline that I learned in the military is the greatest thing I can bring to the poker table.
My name is Rob Gottfried from Charlotte, North Carolina. My screen name is Chef Donk.
I'm Bob Gartz, and I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I would say I'm conservative.
My name is Steve Nichols. I try and be extremely aggressive when I know I have a good hand and push hard.
Hi, my name is Anita Dahlstrom. If you're too passive, you just aren't going to win enough.
My name is Jan Garner. Poker surprises you. You gotta wait till you get to the table and see who's pushing the chips around.
They're ready, they're hungry. All the players are starting out with $100,000 in chips.
It's a sit-and-go format. Top 3 spots pay, but they're all eyeing not only the title, but the first place prize of $10,000 plus a $15,000 WPT main event package.
The blinds are 300, 600, and we get the action kicked off right away. Rob raising the King Jack.
Anita decides to pass.
Call.
Jan with the Ace Jack flatting, so he's gonna have position and a better hand.
Lawrence doesn't want to play.
See Jerry fold the Queen 6. Jeremy not gonna play the 5-4.
We're gonna be heads up to this flop.
What would Nick say?
He told me to raise under the gun. Didn't Nick say raise under the gun immediately?
Nick being professional poker player Nick Binger, who gave them all a great seminar beforehand with some tips and some tricks. We'll see if they put that to use today.
It's a good start. Rob gets top pair with the King Jack. He does lead out for 2,200, and it looks like that is going to get it done. So Rob will be taking the first pot.
Thank you.
Chip leader.
Nice.
It's over. You guys can leave now. You got it. That's it. Good cards right under the gun. Give me them on the button.
For now, Rob is our chip leader, but I think all the other players will have something to say about that. They're all going to be eyeing the top prize, $10,000 plus a $15,000 WPT main event package.
All right, we got Bob with the Jack 5 going to give it up. 3-2 for Steve, not going to play. Anita looks down at the ace queen. This is certainly a good hand for 8-handed.
Raise.
She is going to raise. Puts a little more than the min raise, so she makes it 1,400. Blinds again, 300, 600.
Lawrence lets go the 4 deuce. Jerry folds. So does Jeremy.
I call.
And Rob actually has a really nice hand here in the big blind, jacks, but he is just going to call.
Yeah, kind of underreps his hand, keeps the pot small, and going to evaluate the flop, which comes queen, 8, 9, and rainbow, so Anita does take the lead.
Yeah, but I don't think Rob can fold his hand on this flop. He does have a gut shot straight draw, and there's only 1 overcard to his jacks.
Not only does he not fold, but he does go ahead and put a raise in. So you could argue to just call here, but go ahead and raise in, take control of the hand, and see where he's at.
Call.
So he does get called by Anita with top pair, top kicker. She's definitely not going away for that small raise.
A turn is the queen of hearts, so now Anita's improved to trips. That might be trouble for Rob because it kind of makes his jacks look a little better.
Now it's like he's thinking, oh, maybe I was worried about the queen. Now it's unlikely she has one.
Raise.
So he leads out and gets raised. Now it's got to be a little bit of alarm bells going off that he might not have the best hand, but he is going to stick in there and call. And they're going to the river.
The river is the 6 of clubs, so Rob is going to check to Anita.
About 40,000 in the middle, and she goes for a 10,000 bet, so pretty small size on the river. I think she just wants to make sure she gets paid off here, and Rob will oblige, call, and is going to see the bad news.
Do it.
Nice hand.
Nice hand. The lady got some ladies.
Rob going to see that big pot go Anita's way.
For the moment. For the moment.
Straight drop kept me in there too for a little bit. Good bet.
But maybe for our resident chef from North Carolina, he'll get something cooking later on today.
When I'm in the kitchen.
Rob and Bob, not to be confused, Bob has the queen 10 suited, decides to flat.
Action around to Anita.
Anita will fold here. Jan is out, so they'll go heads up to a flop.
The flop is Jack 8 for rainbow, so Rob here has top pair, top kicker, but Bob does have a gut shot straight draw and backdoor straight flush outs, plus an overcard to the board, so.
Not going anywhere. Queen 10 suited, feeling good about it.
I'm not getting anybody off any hands. It always happens to me when I play.
Turn, wow, it's an amazing card for Bob. Not only does it give him the straight, but he also does have a backdoor flush draw now.
Nick told me to be aggressive.
Rob is going to check it over.
Call.
And call Bob's bet of 3,000.
Rob definitely can't get away. He's not going to just fold the one bet there.
The river brings the 5 of hearts. Rob checks again.
5.
Bob, of course, going to get some value here.
Rob is not going to like what's going on here.
Okay, I call.
He's lost a couple tough pots. He got now flopped, now turned, and things are, he's kind of saying, what's going on? What's happening? Can I hit the reset button? This is not how I envisioned the start.
That straight flush draw.
I had ace jack. Ace jack. What am I going to do?
It's too confusing when they're both in a pot, so I'm going to just start calling Bob Pappy Poker. That's what he plays on Club WPT under Pappy Poker 412.
I guess I'll be the first all in, huh? If I get that far.
Oh, don't say that, man. Stay positive.
I am. It's a positive all in.
Oh, yeah?
I plan on winning it. I plan on winning that all in.
All right. You plan on winning? All right. Touche, man.
Give me some bad cards so I can just fold, will you?
Sometimes that's the better thing, yeah.
I'm telling you. Especially because I don't know how anyone plays here. It's not like I have.
We played online for years.
Yeah, I know. I know who you are.
And Rob, I think he just wants to get on the board, right? He's going to limp in with 10-6 of hearts.
He said, give me some bad cards. I mean, 10-6 suited's on the borderline there. So if he wanted to give up, that would have been one he could have let go, but he's going to try to get to a flop.
Anita here on the button with king 7 of clubs. Are those raising chips she's cutting out? Because...
Raise.
Go on, Anita.
Anita came to play today. Not a hand you necessarily want to just come in behind, so she's kind of thinning the field, taking control.
Looked good for a second. Yeah.
And I like it. I like the hand selection. I like picking up on some weakness. It's definitely a strong play by her.
She was so friendly in the break room.
Right? I call.
So Jeremy decides to call after limping with queen jack of clubs, but Anita has him dominated in the suit.
And Rob gives it up, so they will be heads up.
The flop is 7-7-4, so Anita picking a good time to squeeze. She has trip 7s now on this flop, but Jeremy doesn't really have much to call with, and he doesn't have the backdoor flush draw. He just has 2 overs, and he is going to let it go to her 3,500 flop bet.
I tell you, Club WPT has been a great place for me to practice and try out different strategies. You know, sometimes I'll go into a game and be super aggressive and just see how it comes out. I'm really not as concerned about winning or losing, but how did that strategy work? So it has been a great, great learning ground for me.
Anita is from Tampa, Florida, and she plays on Club WPT as Fiery One. I feel like what she did right there was pretty fiery, but she says she got the screen name when she studied martial arts because fire means attacking and being committed.
Look out. She's showing some aggression, and she looks comfortable out there. She's got a good table presence. I like her game. Folded to Bob.
16.
Blinds are 400, 800. Bob with queen 10 offsuit is going to raise to 1,600.
Steve will pass this hand.
Call.
Anita calls with the jack 9 suited.
Call.
And Jan with king 7 of diamonds is going to come along from the big.
3 players.
King 7 suited, the best hand going to the flop, and all of a sudden it is really in third. I mean, queen 10's got to feel okay with the up and down, and Anita hits top 2 pair. That is quite the flop.
Bob bets 3,000 with his draw, and he was the pre-flop aggressor.
9,000.
But I like this raise from Anita to 9,000 right away. There's a lot of draws there. She's going to charge Bob something for seeing a turn card.
Call.
She is out of position. She's in the small blind, so she went for the check raise, and now she'll be first to act on the turn.
Bob called the extra 6,000, and the 7 of hearts falls on the turn.
This is going to be a little bit of a scare card, and she does slow down. Bob wastes no time trying to represent that.
Raise.
Now Anita's like, nope, 25K if you want to see the river.
The double check raise, that's intense. If you triple check raise, it's called the meat rack. It's rare. You can almost never get that done.
Girls tough.
We found a killer in the group.
They went from playing online to playing on TV, thanks to Club WPT. Find out how you can win too at clubwpt.com.
We are back at the Seminole Hard Rock for Club WPT's King of the Club.
And it's time for a little off the felt fun and games. Right now, all 8 players have a shot to win a prize. They just have to stack the tallest chip stack in 60 seconds. But here's the catch, it can't fall down.
All right, players, you know the rules. Give me 60 seconds on the clock. Ready, set, stack. Got some interesting strategy over here with Jeremy.
Oh. Rob's already out. He fell on the floor.
Jan's really taking a strong first lead. Got Rob coming up right behind him. Jerry's doing great. Look at that. 30 seconds left, players. You're halfway there. Let's see what you can do in the last half.
Competition is definitely in my blood. I know all 8 of us are very excited to be here. And I look forward to the game in hand. I look forward to knocking them out.
10 seconds left, players. Home stretch. Make it count. Chips down.
There went mine, man.
I was going to go like that.
All right, Jerry, you're the clear winner of our Chip Stacker Challenge. Congratulations, you won a WPT chip set. Let's see if you can stack them again that high at the table. Good luck, players.
It's nice to see them get away from the seriousness of the poker tables and have some fun with games like that.
Absolutely. Everyone's pretty bunched up here. Rob, though, at the bottom of 53,000, and Anita, our early chip leader, with just over 154,000. Jerry going to fold the 9-10 under the gun. Jeremy with ace deuce suited.
24.
Says good enough for a raise. He's going to go ahead and make it 2,400. Steve gets out of the way. Anita with 10-9, not going to play.
Jan's not going to play.
Call.
Lawrence with the king 4 suited is going to come along. So Jeremy with the better hand, the better suit.
The flop is 5-4-3, all clubs. So Jeremy does flop a wheel.
5.
He leads out for about a pot-sized bet, 5K.
Lawrence folds to the flop bet.
Mine were red too, but
They weren't ace and 2?
They weren't ace and 2.
No?
Jeremy picks that pot up. No contest on the flop.
I joined the military in 2005. I served 7 years with the 82nd Airborne, 2 deployments to Afghanistan. I was awarded a Purple Heart. I needed something, some form of hobby when I came home from the war. I signed up for a free trial on Club WPT, and now here I am. It's so surreal.
Jeremy learned poker while overseas with the troops, and he said they use snacks as poker chips, and he really didn't want to lose his Slim Jims. It's a good thing to play for. Thank you so much for your service.
Woo-woo. Price of poker.
Just went up, yeah.
It's going up.
Blinds are up to 900, 1,800.
It's starting to get serious. This is where the pots get big. Things can happen fast.
We're going to start off the action with Bob. Jack 3 offsuit, not going to play. Steve's going to sit this one out.
Anita with the 10-8 suited. This looks like her type of hand, but she's going to lay it down. Jan with the king 10 folds, and Lawrence,
raise.
The ace king.
He makes it 5,000 from the cutoff.
I re-raise.
But Jerry behind him on the button
13.
with pocket nines re-raises to 13,000.
Around to Lawrence.
And Lawrence does call.
We see the 6-5-10 rainbow flop, so nothing for ace king. He thinks about betting, gives a little pump fake, doesn't, and
25.
A big bet here, pot size bet basically from Jerry with 2 9s. So this is a tough spot for Lawrence, and really hard to continue here with ace king high with this kind of aggression shown from your opponent.
Lawrence is not going to see any more cards with his 2 overs.
No, you can't have them cards.
His trick is playing 4 at a time over there.
See the board. Rob still down at the bottom. We have Anita still holding the lead, 146. Steve with 123, and Jerry up to 108,000.
Good thing she was both of our picks after she already had like 140K.
She's still in the lead. She's still up there. She's still doing it.
Steve Nichols looks down at ace-6 offsuit. Gonna pass on that. Anita folds a weak ace as well.
Double down.
Raise.
Lawrence is out this hand.
Make it 7.
Jerry fresh off a nice pot with the 9s, has the ace-queen suited.
And he's gonna make it 7,000.
Pretty big raise, 900, 1,800, so he's making it almost 4x there.
Jeremy folds 10-9 suited, which isn't a bad hand.
Call.
But I guess he didn't want to play for that price. Bob, however, with pocket 4s does. He wants to defend from the big blind.
He is closing the action off, and he does flop a set. Not much better feeling than flopping a set in a big raised pot, so he slips it to the aggressor, Jerry, who doesn't bite, and now in the turn, Bob's gonna have to do his own betting. He decides to lead out as 3 clubs have hit the board. He wants to protect his hand, try to get some value.
I'll call 7,000.
I'm a little surprised to see Jerry continue with ace high, especially because he has no club in his hand.
This is tough here. I guess you just think your opponent's up to no good. In the river 5, we see another small bet from Bob trying to get paid off.
I call.
Wow, Jerry calls here with just ace high.
3 4s. It's a winner.
Not even close there. It wasn't like it was a king. It's a set. He had a big hand, so.
Well, it's nice when you catch one of them. Nice hand. Thank you.
Nice pot for Bob.
Would I consider myself a geek? Oh, yes. I used to play strategy games like Command & Conquer, Dungeons & Dragons, and card games like Hearthstone. When I got into poker, they just went hand in hand. So I continued the game, and it helps my poker game. I know you can win on Club WPT, because I have. And I've come close to WPT seats before, and they've slipped away from my fingers, and it's like, oh. But this time, I definitely got it. I'm bursting out ready to roll. I do believe that I am prepared, and I am going to play to win.
Lawrence is from Surprise, Arizona, and I think the coolest part is that he has a sword collection. Let me tell you, Lawrence, first of all, nerds are cool, and swords are back in, especially because everybody loves Game of Thrones.
Been a Club WPT member since 2009, so not his first rodeo, and he's on the big center stage today. Let's see how he fares.
Anita decides to pass.
Jan's gonna fold. We have Lawrence getting 2 jacks, so a pocket pair
raise
for Lawrence, and he does raise to 5,000. Jerry folds.
Make it 10,000.
Oh, but Jeremy has aces. He's just gonna make a small re-raise, 10,000. He wants Lawrence to stick around.
Keeps his opponent in.
And the flop is ace, 7-3, 2 diamonds, so top set for Jeremy. Not a great board for Lawrence's hand.
He does lead out, though. Looks like he wants to see where he's at. We see Jeremy give a little wipe of the face. Wow, I have top set. What should I do? Do I just smooth call, or do I raise, try to get it in? Maybe somehow he has ace-queen or ace-king, even though it would be the case ace. Or maybe my opponent is betting some sort of flush draw, and, you know, I want to protect my hand and get value, so.
Raise. 30,000.
He does elect to go for the raise.
Jeremy makes it 30,000 after Lawrence bet 15,000.
Fortunately for Lawrence, this lead may save him some money, because if he had checked, he might get stubborn, say, you know, let me call a bet, and then could get in some more trouble, and instead he's going to lead out and get out of the way.
Nice. There's the bullets. Nice hand. Gotta like that.
You made me smile so much when you bet. I was like, yeah.
It's like I see that, it's like, I'm wondering.
And I put you on diamonds. I was like, I'm thinking you got 2 diamonds, man, and.
Better get him out. Ain't messing around.
Action starts this hand on Lawrence.
Gonna get out of the way. Jerry, the ace-7 offsuit.
I raise.
Makes it 5,000.
Jeremy folds 9-8 suited. Rob, though, pocket queens.
12,000.
And he is going to put the 3-bet in to 12,000.
Bob will pass. Steve, who we haven't seen much of yet, he's debating, and he will call with the ace-queen offsuit. We do see Jerry and Steve sharing an ace, so Rob.
Raise, re-raise, nobody folds when I raise.
See if he can hold one up.
Both the blinds let it go.
Get out of the way of that one.
Jerry's gonna fold as well.
So they will be heads up to the flop.
Ace 8-4.
I'll check.
Rob is just not running too well today in these kinds of spots. Steve does pair his ace.
Ace had to come up on the board, didn't it?
Rob checks and Steve bets 15,000. And you know, look at Rob just without much thought folding his queens. I think he kind of feels like maybe it's not his day.
I do a queens and ace, and it comes up like that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, it's time for Lucky Draw. Today, we are going to be drawing for a pair of Maui Jim sunglasses. Let's find out who the lucky winner is.
Jerry.
Okay, it's gonna be Steve. There you go.
All right,
Would you like to have a look?
Yeah.
Let's see how they look on you.
Oh, nice.
Got it? Awesome. They match your hat and everything.
It's great.
Really good look.
Thank you.
Steve Nichols, his club WPT screen name is 16 Hondo. He said he got the nickname from an old John Wayne movie, and 16 was his old football number. Blinds are up to 2,400.
Around to Lawrence.
Call.
Lawrence with 9-7 suited will call.
I call.
Jeremy again with Queen Jack suited.
Call.
Calls. Rob will call.
Raise. 6-1.
Bob picks the ace and the 10 offsuit to squeeze to 8,400, which I like this. He's thinking he might have the best hand. It doesn't play so well if we go 3, 4, 5 way to the flop.
And Jeremy does come along, but Bob did thin the field. He got it down to heads up, and the flop is king, 6, 5, 2 hearts. So Jeremy has a flush draw, but Bob does have the ace of hearts in his hand.
He decides to bet 6,000.
Raise 12,000.
Jeremy with a flush draw is going to min raise here to 12,000.
Bob with the ace of hearts, ace high, says, all right, let's see another one.
And the turn is the 10 of hearts, so that actually gives Bob a pair and the nut flush draw, but Jeremy has the flush now.
Bob's gonna lead out.
Raise.
Bob makes it 12,000, and Jeremy says, nope, we're going to pop this one up to 50,000 now.
Oversized chips. Big wheels.
Size in here is really big. I guess Jeremy wants to take it down here or charge his opponent.
The action clock is ticking down on Bob, and oh, there he goes, throwing in his time extension chips for another 30 seconds.
I gotta let it go.
Don't you feel like Jeremy was looking over at Bob just like, I dare you to call my bet?
I had the ace, but I couldn't do it.
Jeremy Linville demanding respect and receiving it.
Do them blues out there.
Mm-hmm. I knew I had him. I was hoping he was gonna call. I was actually hoping he was thinking I was full of Oh, I'm sorry.
Beep.
Beep.
Welcome back to beautiful Hollywood, Florida. I'm Maria Ho, he's Jeff Gross, and this is Club WPT's King of the Club.
Now it is time to play card counters. We're testing players' focus and memory to see if they can spot the missing card after seeing the rest of the cards of that suit. It's on AC Cool Jan Garner to take a shot. Let's see if he's cool enough to get this one.
I'm ready.
All right, you look ready. Let's do this. All right, show us the cards. You have a good feeling?
No. 8 of diamonds.
8 of diamonds?
Don't remember that one.
All right.
Final answer.
Let's do it. 8 of diamonds, lock it up. Show us that card.
Yeah.
You got it! Well done. There's some instincts right there. And you have won a fabulous pair of Monster headphones.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
You're
I love
welcome.
it. Wonderful.
He wasn't too sure, but he still got it right. Nice job. Let's take a look at the chip counts. Jeremy Linville with 169,100 chips. He's on top of the leaderboard. But Rob, it didn't start out well for him today, and he is our short stack now with just over 28,000.
Action's going to kick off with Lawrence. He will take a look at the cards. He's got the fake aces, the ace-4 off. Gets rid of it. Jerry folds a 5 deuce suited. Jeremy, king 3 off is down. Rob not going to play.
Call.
And there is Bob, a.k.a. Pappy. The ace-5 suited is going to go ahead and limp in.
Anita in the small blind with Jack-7 offsuit doesn't want to call the extra 1,200 to see a flop. And Jan with a 7-5 offsuit, he's going to take the free flop, heads up.
He is basically forced in. He has 7-5. It's got some potential.
And the potential comes in because he just flopped a straight.
Me? Oof. 5.
Me? I have the nuts. What do I do? All right, I'll lead out.
I call.
But Bob has the nut flush draw.
Wow, big flop for both players. We go to a turn and is the queen of spades.
More.
It goes from flop nuts to turn nuts, and there is 0% for Jan at this point.
Jan bets 5,000 and Bob calls the 5,000. Rivers the 2 of spades, which might save Jan.
Check.
He does check. There's 4 spades now on the board, and Bob is going to bet 10,000 and...
That stinks.
Discipline fold. Even though there are 4 spades, you can get frustrated with having the nuts and then having to fold. So
Probably lucky I'm still here. I flopped a straight on that one.
So we see Jan who flopped the nuts, but it was Bob who ended up with the nuts, and he is on his way.
I didn't start playing poker till after I was retired. Learning to play is easy. Learning how to win takes some time. When I found out I won the tournament to come to Florida, I was shocked. My wife was in the room, and she said, "No, you didn't win. You couldn't have won that." Yes, people really do win on Club WPT. I did. I never, ever thought I'd be playing on TV. I'm a little nervous about it, but I think after a few hands, we'll all calm down and have a good game.
Bob, you made it here. And let's see if you could take this all the way. You play on Club WPT as Pappy Poker 412 because you go by Pappy to your 4 grandchildren, and now you got me and Jeff calling you Pappy as well.
That's right, and I will switch my pick if that's allowed. I'm gonna go from Anita to Bob. I like how he's playing. I like his game. He's not leading, so I think I'm allowed to switch. And he also has traced his family tree back to all 16 great grandparents. So I don't know. That just seems impressive. I think he can get it done. I'm going with him.
I'm all in.
Action's folded to Rob on the button. He's gonna move all in.
Did I win something for that?
Good luck, man.
Action is on Bob.
Bob will pass.
Steve here in the big blind has ace queen.
Call.
Oh, I wasn't looking for that.
And he's gonna make the call. Rob just hasn't had a good day at the table. He has had big hands that got cracked.
Okay, I have 2 live cards. Doesn't have a pair of queens at least.
This is the right move. I think Jack-9 good enough hand to do it.
2 people left to go. Of course, he's got ace queen.
Oh, ace in the window.
All right.
Jack and 5 of diamonds behind it. I mean, a little hope for Rob, but he's gonna need to get lucky.
Now the 5.
Oh, that's not a good card. Good luck, everybody.
This is going to eliminate some outs as well because a 9 no longer good. So he's going to need a jack and a jack only, or else he will be the first player gone from today's king of the club. 6 on the river.
Good luck, everybody, gentlemen.
Rob, nice guy, just wasn't his day
Nice
today.
hand. He's got to have the ace queen, right? I told you, it doesn't matter what I do. Everyone called.
It really was not Rob's day today. Great effort by him, but he will finish in 8th place.
With losing Rob, we are down to 7 players. Let's toss it to Kaylin.
You didn't get king of the club, but how would you rate your experience overall here?
The experience was amazing. I still got to meet a lot of really nice people that I've played with online that I never saw their faces before, and
Nice.
someone's got to be the first one out. So somebody's got to lose. You know, you get. I always say, sometimes you get cards good enough to lose.
The action is heating up in Florida. King of the Club, sponsored by ClubWPT.com, continues now.
We've only lost 1 player, so as you can see, the remaining 7, Steve Nichols on top of the chip counts.
Jan with 68,000 in the back, and Anita not far behind with 168.
The blinds are up to 3,000, 6,000. The bottom stacks are getting pretty shallow, so they are looking to make something happen very soon.
I raise.
Jerry on the button.
Make it 30,000.
Jerry wakes up with a pretty solid pocket pair. 2 10s raises to 30,000.
So that's a pretty big raise with pocket 10s. Bob, from the big blind, he has ace jack offsuit.
I'll call.
Calls the extra 24,000.
So we have a fair fight here. Coin flip situation.
The flop is king, 7, 6, 2 clubs.
Check.
So Bob did not connect here and he checks. Jerry doesn't really like that overcard and he decides to check behind.
Check again.
The turn is the 5 of spades and Bob checks again.
30,000.
Jerry sees 2 flush draws out there. He wants to protect his hand. He's gonna make a delayed continuation bet of 30,000.
All in.
And Jeff, your pick.
Aggro.
Firing.
I like that. Put the pressure, take control.
I'm committed.
This could work.
I call.
Nope.
Nope. Bob went all in.
Just kidding.
And Jerry decides to call. And the chip stacks are pretty similar, but it's Jerry who's all in.
You be kind to me, dealer. Deuce, 3,
ace,
4,
jack,
8, queen. Nice.
River's not gonna do it for Bob. It's the 6 of hearts.
Understand.
Bob took a stab at that pot. It just didn't work out for him. And unfortunately, he's left with 5,000 in chips.
I need a bathroom break.
Now you can afford one.
Huge pot for Jerry, and we see a little extra pep in his step.
Playing live poker, you get to talk at the table, but playing Club WPT, it's convenient. It's right there in your home. I don't have to travel. I pretty much just go online, get in a tournament. While I'm making dinner, I can come back, fold, play a hand, do my daily chores, dishes, washing clothes, yard work, dealing with my 17-year-old daughter and her drama and the boyfriend drama. She's gonna kill me.
Jerry, who lives in Dayton, Ohio, you just put your daughter on blast on national television. I'm sure she's not very happy about that. You also say that your favorite player is none other than legend Mike Sexton. 7 players left, all vying to be the king of the club and to win the first place prize of $10,000 plus the $15,000 WPT main event package. Action folds to Jerry with king, queen of diamonds.
27,000.
And he's gonna make it 27,000 here.
Jeremy on the button. Whoa, ace queen, but decides to pass.
All in.
Pretty surprising. It's a very big fold against a late position opener. But, you know, Bob here doesn't have much choice. He lost most of his chips last hand against Jerry, and now he has to put it in with Jack 8 offsuit.
Good luck all in.
Bet me off ace queen.
Really? Nice. You want to punch me right now, don't you? Elbow up to the chin.
Yeah.
We hear Jeremy show a little frustration with that fold, and got to feel better, instantly feeling better with his fold when the king does flop.
And with this 3 of hearts on the turn, Bob is unfortunately drawing dead. So Jerry is going to eliminate your pick, Jeff, in 7th place.
All right, Bob. At least you win for it. You went down swinging. I respect that.
Understand.
Thank you.
Here, I'll give you my time.
No more time.
My guy, my pick, Pappy Poker is out. Let's see what he has to say.
All right, Bob. I know you're a little disappointed because you didn't get king of the club, but did this trip live up to your expectations?
Oh, very much. The whole thing was just wonderful.
Well, we're so excited for you. You did a great job. You're a winner just for making it here. Congratulations on coming this far.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Bob. Being a Club WPT VIP member really has its privileges. And this week, these players learned that in spades.
I think the Learn WPT seminar was really good. Definitely top-notch VIP.
I'm Nick. Nice to meet you guys.
Getting our own private session was a great perk. It's solid poker advice.
I got a lot out of the Learn WPT seminar. Nick Binger is an instructor, is clear, precise.
It's likely going to be by one of the blinds.
People pay a lot of money for those seminars, and we got it for free.
I'm going to use my Learn WPT membership and try to improve my game.
Nick Binger being a longtime instructor with Learn WPT, and that was some very valuable free advice that they got in that seminar from him.
Jerry Jackson taking the lead. Blinds have gone up. They are now 4,000, 8,000.
24,000.
Come on.
Jerry, ace queen offsuit, 24,000 to go, he says.
Jeremy with 2 5s. We saw him fold ace queen off before to one raise, and 2 5s. He's not going to play that wired pair in the hole. Gives it up.
Here we go. Here's my pick, Anita, in the small blind with a playable hand, king jack offsuit.
Make it 60.
Oh.
Upstairs, check the temperature. She takes it up after being quiet. She comes in raising the fiery one on Club WPT.
I'm all in.
Gets Jan to fold the queen 4, and Jerry doesn't care about the fiery one's raise. He says, you know what, I have an ace, I have a queen, 6-handed, I'm all in.
I think after putting 60,000 in pre, she probably has to call that extra 90,000 if she thinks she's in decent shape, but Anita didn't feel comfortable doing that. It's okay, Anita.
I had pocket 5s.
We'll get them the next time.
But
Would have been a chip race, right?
yeah, but most likely them queens have been hitting though.
I know.
Aces and queens have been hitting, so basically everything above my 5s has been hitting, right?
Small blind and big blind.
I was hoping you would. I was like, don't call me.
I almost called you.
I seen.
With the blinds getting bigger, though, I don't know how much more time Jeremy has to be as patient as he is, but sometimes it does pay off in the end.
Steve gets out of the way. Anita with the jack 2 suited. She folds, and Jan.
All in.
Ace queen off. Ships it in the middle for 70,000, just under 10 blinds, and unfortunate timing for him. Lawrence.
I'm all in.
Ace king.
I will step aside, gentlemen.
Let's hope he's got something.
And Lawrence, who has Jan covered, is going to ISO here, moving all in himself.
Brutal. And 5-time chips.
I got 5 too.
Come on.
Yeah, I've seen more queens than I have kings.
Very few kings.
Right up until this.
Ace king to ace queen. There is possibility for chops. The board can double pair.
Flop is ace 6-4.
Yeah, well, there's part of it.
Unfortunately for Jan, that is not the part of his hand he needed. He needs a queen and a queen only, or he will be our 6th place finisher.
Okay, I can live with that. Just not any more queens.
You like that?
See the turn, the 5 of hearts. Again, now the board has not paired, so on the river.
Jan is still going to be looking for that queen.
Oh! Jan!
Jan gets there on the end. That hurts for Lawrence.
Just how I planned it.
He was 1 card away from eliminating Jan and adding a really, really big pot to his chip stack.
That's poker right there.
Well, that hurts.
That's poker.
Thank you.
You're smiling now again.
We lost 2 players. Both Rob and your pick, Bob, unfortunately exited in 8th and 7th place. But there was tons of action today.
Absolutely. Chips were flying. There were some nice moves, great calls, drama rivers. It was literally all that you can ask for. These players came to play.
Be sure to join us next time to see who will be named Club WPT's King of the Club.
Minute to learn, lifetime to master. Gotta get your fix. Revealing even faster. Get your chips all in. Put your skills to the test. It's everybody's quest to rise above the rest. All my VIPs, pull a chair up, please. We got a seat open for the king of the club. Lock it up for the king of the club. Lock it up for the king of the club. Lock it up for the king of the club. Look at you now, you're the king of the club.
All right.
Hi, everyone. Tonight, we have a special presentation from the World Poker Tour. I'm Maria Ho, he's Jeff Bros, and this is King of the Club.
Through ClubWPT.com, 8 players won the chance to be here tonight to compete for some fabulous cash and prizes. We are down to 6.
We've lost the man they call Chef Donk on Club WPT, Rob Godfrey, in 8th place. And your favorite Jeff, Pappy Poker 412, aka Bob Gartz, fell in 7th. There's been action, there's been suckouts, and there is no stopping until we have a winner.
Caitlin Howe is joining us tonight with some special action from the sidelines. I'm pumped. Play begins now.
Looking at our remaining 6 players from the 8 that started, Jerry Jackson on top, over 200,000 in chips. Lawrence Adams, though, has a lot of work to do. He is down to just 2 big blinds. He got pretty unlucky in an earlier hand, and so now he's going to be looking for pretty much any 2, I think, to put the chips in.
Around to Lawrence.
I call.
Lawrence, he is all in, and Jerry snap calls.
17,000.
Jeremy's gonna fold the 7-3 offsuit.
Oh, Lance, I can deal with that.
You got something. You got a queen.
Yeah. Yeah, and 2 overs.
You got a queen.
He has a queen or an 8. Also some straight possibilities, flush possibilities. It's a coin flip. A lot can happen.
Flop is ace-7-6, coin flip no more. Jerry has bottom set here. Lawrence is looking for some running straight outs.
There's a straight in there for you somewhere.
Gonna need the running 4-5 or the running
Need to run a runner.
9-10.
That is one of them, 10 of clubs.
It's possible.
He's breathing.
Yep, he's got life.
No 9.
Lawrence can hit a 9 on the river. Otherwise, Jerry's gonna eliminate him with his set of 6s.
And there it is. The river is at 10, so
He's playing right this.
Nice playing with you, Lawrence.
that will eliminate Lawrence.
And here's the time.
Lawrence, our 6th place finisher, a self-proclaimed nerd.
Good luck, everyone.
Let me tell you, nerds are cool.
We're headed back to Arizona. What are people going to say when they see you on TV?
Well, I think they're going to be kind of surprised. He made it on the TV? Really? But I think they'll be really excited for me. And hopefully, you know, it's something that's really cool. Hey, you made it on TV. That's awesome.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
You're going to keep playing on ClubWPT.com?
I'm definitely going to play some more because there's a lot more to be able to be played and a lot more prizes to try to win.
Absolutely. Well, we look forward to seeing you back on there. Thanks so much and congratulations.
Thank you.
We're down to 5 players now. Jerry Jackson on the top with 235,000. We see Anita Dahlstrom here with 91,500. She is our short stack. And she's going to start the action this hand under the gun with 10-9 of clubs. She folds. I think with her stack, I'd probably like to see her go all in.
I call.
Jan folds right behind her.
Jerry Jackson is going to call on the button, and then we see Jeremy Linville.
Make it 16,000.
With the 9-3 offsuit, raise it up to 16,000, followed by a Steve Nichols 3-deuce off fold, and
I call.
Jerry Jackson makes the call.
That's it.
Flop is ace-5-deuce, couple of clubs.
8,000.
It's yours.
Jeremy is going to continue the aggression.
Suited connectors. Didn't come close to me.
That's going to get Jerry to fold.
That's it.
Wanted to call that time.
I bet. I wasn't nowhere near me.
I'm going to try to milk it that time. Just give me a
little bit bigger bet, I would have folded.
No fold of the pre-flop.
Jeremy, some aggression from him. We haven't seen much of that, but it worked this time, and it was good timing because he needed to pick up some chips.
Call.
Jeremy calls with pocket 4s. Blinds are 6,000, 12,000. Now Anita on the button with 10s. She's finally waking up with a hand that she can go with.
Make it 40.
But she decides to raise to 40,000 instead.
She could have gone all in, but she does raise, showing she's not afraid to welcome some action in.
I'm all in.
Jerry is going to go ahead and go over the top with his ace-queen suited, putting the pressure on, and it's up to Jeremy now. who looks visibly distraught. Jerry's been a thorn in his side. Jerry keeps getting in there first in and puts Jeremy in some difficult situations.
219.
This is not the spot for Jeremy to lose his patience after he's been patient all day long. And he does fold.
Calm.
But Anita, tens is not a hand that you need to be patient with, and she's going to put all the chips in the middle.
Good luck, all in.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Good luck.
Wish you didn't have that ace queen. This is when you were supposed to have 8-3.
Right.
So it will be a coin flip. She's looking to avoid some flushes, some overcards. With the 9-3 deuce rainbow, a good start for Anita. She is clearly in the lead. Gonna have to avoid an ace, a queen, or some running draws.
Ooh, that's it for Anita. She has Jerry drawing dead. The 10 on the turn gives her top set.
Make you feel better?
Much better.
Nice.
Much better.
The river is a meaningless 6 of diamonds. And Anita, she is going to get a very healthy addition to her stack.
Nothing better than seeing your pocket pair get hit, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Needed that one for sure.
Yeah, it's nice to make a set, especially when it's all in for your tournament life and you're racing.
Anita from Tampa, Florida, she plays under the name Fiery One. We want to see more fire now that you're second in chips. Let's use that chip stack.
Anyone's game still. Plenty of chips, plenty of blinds.
Who's it? Me?
And we see Jan ask a question. Maybe it's a rhetorical one. Is it me? Last time he asked that, he had flopped a straight.
Make it 30.
And this time he has a really nice starting hand, the ace and the queen. So he's going to raise it up to 30,000. See a couple of folds. He finds himself a suited ace. Ace 8.
Raise. 60.
And this is interesting from Steve to 3-bet with ace 8 of hearts from the small blind. I mean, I like that every time he's in a pot, he's very aggressive. But Jan has not really gotten out of line. He hasn't opened too many pots, so I don't know if I love Steve taking the spot with this particular hand, but he does have some credibility for himself as well because he hasn't been getting too out of line, and I guess that is the reason why Jan is going to make the fold here.
See it on TV.
He's referencing he will see it later on TV because he knows Steve has not been showing his hands. Some of the players do that, but not Steve.
I'm a competitive person. I love basketball, baseball, football. When I got a little older, those sports really aren't available, but I still wanted the competitive part, and I found it at Club WPT. I was not very good to start. I remember the first time I made break in a tournament. I was so excited. Club WPT absolutely changed my poker game. I just started gaining more confidence. Here I am at a spectacular event, so anything's possible if you put your mind to it.
Well, Steve Nichols says he's very competitive, and he is the youngest of 5 children, so I feel like that has something to do with it because you really got to fight for your spot when you have 4 older siblings and all sisters. Kind of a tight fold from Jan with ace 8 of diamonds.
I call.
Jeremy with ace 9 from the small blind, and he's just going to limp. Steve checks his option.
Think you're trying to trap me.
He's the one who limped in. He just checked his option.
Flop is 10, 6, 5, 2 clubs.
Check.
Neither of them hitting that flop, and they both check.
Shows us it is hard to make a pair, but the turn is going to pair up Steve's king.
18,000.
And now Jeremy's betting, and this timing is a little bit unfortunate because our friend Steve has top pair all of a sudden. Certainly won't be folding.
Raise 50.
And there is Steve and his aggression. When he's in there, he is going to put more chips in the pot. Jeremy can't really catch a break today.
Can I change my pick? Can I get Steve, or am I out of picks?
I think you're out of picks, but
Okay.
you can just help me sweat Anita since you have no horse left in this race.
Okay, fair enough.
All right, so Steve is going to take another one down here. He plays on Club WPT under the screen name 16 Hondo, which he says he got from an old John Wayne movie, and 16 was his football number.
I'm on.
Oh, There's Jeremy all in.
Jeremy's had enough of being patient, and his chip stack is telling him it's time to go, so he moves it in with 10-9 of clubs.
Steve with a pair of 6s and a healthy chip stack.
Raise.
He's gonna re-raise.
I might need some.
I like this raise. We see Anita with the hand of Queen Jack.
Don't want me in there.
Steve is protecting. He's re-raising, figuring he has Jeremy's range beat based on his position and stack size.
I have 2 overs.
He doesn't want to necessarily invite other players in, such as a Queen Jack hand or a King Queen and Ace Queen. So he's re-raising, isolating, and now their heads up in a coin flip.
9-3 deuce, 2 spades. So Jeremy,
No 6. Come on now.
he has top pair.
No 6 and no spade.
He needs to fade some flush, straight possibilities, and also a 6.
No 6, no spade.
He does that. There's no 4, 5, or spade or a 6, so he fades a safe turn king. Now it's a 6 and a 6 only, or else he will be doubling up.
10. I'll take it.
Ace of diamonds.
I'll take it.
Jeremy is going to stick around. He has more life now. He's been really patient to the point where he's let his chip stack dwindle down, so hopefully that doesn't happen again to him. He's from Baltimore, Maryland, and he was an Army paratrooper in the 82nd Airborne, and he was a Purple Heart recipient. Thank you for your service.
Stick around for more from King of the Club, sponsored by ClubWPT.com.
Welcome back to the Seminole Hard Rock. We are here for Club WPT's King of the Club.
We have 5 players left. Anita Dahlstrom has the chip lead with 244,000.
Getting short stacked generally leads towards aggression, gets rewarded often in these situations. It's anyone's game though. So action's on Jerry.
He's gonna pass. Jeremy and Steve also fold. Anita in the small blind with 6-3 offsuit.
Make it 28,000.
And Anita applying some of that aggression. She's going to make it 36,000 as blinds are 9,000, 18,000.
And Jan.
All in.
Oh, wow. A little more aggression than Anita because he decides he wants to move all in with 10-7 offsuit from the big blind.
Can't do it.
You know, it's just bad timing for Anita. I like that she tried to be aggressive with a pretty unplayable hand after the flop, but Jan just decided that he wanted to get the chips in the middle.
Took a stand. Interesting. I think Anita sensing Jan was on the more cautious side, and she put up a raise, but Jan just said, hey, let me use my image. Let's put one through, and shoved all in and got it done. No contest. Picked up the chips. Every pot's huge now. Nice hand for Jan.
Jeremy and Steve fold. Anita looks down at ace-deuce offsuit.
Ace on the button. She gives it up. Maybe a little shy after Jan sent a message.
36.
I'm all in.
Bastard.
Jerry, not afraid to put his chips in the middle. 7, 6 of diamonds for him.
48. Oh, I can't get out of that now, can I?
Little does Jan know he actually has Jerry pretty crushed here. Jan decides queen 9 of diamonds is not good enough to call, but we are seeing the chips moving in the middle here.
Is that lunch?
Well, Maria, you know what that noise means? Someone is going to win a WPT cruise.
The first player to reveal a gold star is going cruising with the World Poker Tour.
All right, players, it's time to set sail and find out who will win a WPT cruise for 2. Woohoo! And who better to help us figure out who that is than Lynn Gilmartin. Lynn, you've been on the cruise. Tell us what the players can look forward to.
I have. I mean, the cruise is so much fun. Obviously, we go to amazing destinations on the World Poker Tour, and I have to say that the cruise is one of my highlights of the year. I mean, we get to sail around the Caribbean while playing poker out at sea. What more could you want?
Let's find out who has a chance to win. Will you do the honors?
Yes.
All right.
All right. The first potential winner is Jerry.
All right, you're gonna select a hat and is that the hat?
That's the hat.
All right, show the audience. A black star.
Sorry, Jerry.
Good try, right?
Nice try.
Better luck at the tables.
Yes.
You did amazing.
Good luck to one of you all.
All right, Lynn, who's our next contestant?
Potential cruiser number 2 is Jan.
All right, Jan.
Whoa, which one? Right here.
All right. Oh,
sorry.
Thanks for playing, Jan.
Do we have a lucky number 3? Let's see. Steve.
Steve, come on up.
You need a cruise. Exactly.
Will he get a cruise to go with his sunglasses? You got it! Nice work, Steve. I bet your wife's pretty excited. Congratulations. Let's see if that luck can keep going.
Man.
Congratulations to Steve, who's pretty lucky today, winning some sunglasses, winning that cruise, and look at him. He's on top of the leaderboard with 5 players remaining, so no doubt he's eyeing the real prize of the night, the title of King of the Club, along with the $10,000 first place, plus the $15,000 WPT main event package.
Action is on Jan, and he has the ace-3 suited, gonna give it up.
I'm all in.
Jerry, and he takes the opportunity, makes a move, shoves in the queen-8.
It's kind of nice to see that now that most of these players do have shove stacks, that they're not afraid to put the chips in the middle.
Jeremy will sit this hand out. Steve gets out of the way with the ace-4 offsuit, and Anita
in the big blind.
Call.
She has ace-queen, and she's going to make the call.
Didn't want to hear that.
Here we go.
Jerry didn't want to hear that, but he definitely doesn't want to see the fact that Anita has ace-queen against his queen-8.
Oh, I'm crushed.
crushed is right. She has him oversuited in both suits as well.
Lots of 8s.
Queens are good.
He is in some pretty big trouble going to the flop. Oh, Maria.
Wow.
Not like this.
Hits that 3-outer.
Deuce. 3.
Aces, aces, aces.
Queen would be okay.
No, aces.
Anita knows what she needs. She needs an ace.
Deuce.
The turn is the queen of hearts.
Give me an ace.
For Anita, if the board pairs the king, then she would actually have kings and queens with an ace kicker and counterfeit Jerry's 2-pair.
Any low card. Any dirt. No face. No ace, no ace, no ace.
Ugh.
The river's the jack of spades, though, so Jerry's gonna double up.
Thank you, dealer. Meet you in the bar after hours.
Anita's gonna take a bit of a hit to her stack.
You can really win on Club WPT. My being here for this all-expense-paid trip is proof of that. It's definitely a first class all the way.
I did not know the extent of how fantastic the experience would be. Way over the top, more than anything I could have expected.
It was nice being let through the velvet rope. You know, hey, I'm on the list. I won this on my free trial. Now here I am in Florida playing on TV. Club WPT is a great place to play.
Pretty awesome experience for all of these players, regardless of whether or not they walk away with the top prize. But Jerry Jackson in a good position to do just that. He's our chip leader right now. He's first to act, and he's going to fold 9-deuce offsuit.
Jeremy here with ace-jack off. No one has over 10 blinds. This is the time to move all in.
Oh, I'm sorry. I saw something go. I thought it was, saw his cards. I'm sorry.
What is it, 12 and 24? 24. All right, call.
A little bit of a mishap. We see Steve, who was showing that he was calling, maybe influencing Jeremy's decision to just call, not wanting to raise, thinking his opponent has something, but I would have liked to see an all-in, and now we see Steve with the 7-8 suited, a lot of equity, calls behind.
Cool.
And Anita in a small blind with king 10 of spades. She's going to come along. Jan has ace-3 offsuit from the big blind, and he's going to let the flop come out.
So we get the king 8-deuce rainbow. Anita finds herself with top pair.
Oh.
Backdoor flush draw also just for a little backup, and she's going to move in for her 60,000. And this is what we're talking about. Here it is, Jeremy finding himself in a tough situation. Didn't go all in pre, and now he's been out-flopped.
And that signals the time is running out for him, and he needs to throw in a time extension chip. There it goes, just to get an extra 30 seconds for this tough decision that he's kind of put himself in.
Ultimately making a good fold, but could have potentially ended that hand pre-flop with going all in, and now he's been out-flopped, and Anita, with a much-needed chip increase, is back in it. Every pot's so important as the blinds are massive at this stage of this game.
And for everybody's stack sizes, picking up the blinds in the antes by moving all in pre-flop is huge right now. It would be a huge increase to anybody's stack, and so they just need to
All in. Not enough to scare anybody.
not be afraid to get the chips in the middle like Jan's doing here with Queen Jack of Spades.
But I had nice cards.
Steve calling with Queen 7 off, so he didn't have to call much more.
You could have let those go, Steve.
Again, at the beginning, it's less serious. Now, though, they can feel the money bubble. There's 5 left. They know they're right there. And let's go to the flop.
Flop is Jack 10-6, so Jan pairing his Jack. That puts Steve in even worse position, as you can see, down to 1% to win. The turn is the 6 of hearts. Now that becomes 0% for Steve as he's drawing dead. Jan is gonna double up. He had the best of it before the flop, and it remained that way through the run out.
Breathe a sigh of relief.
Jan from Venice, California is gonna pick up this pot.
I've been nicknamed the Giggler. They mistake that for weakness when you're laughing and having a good time. And I work at 20th Century Fox. I run the budget department for the feature film division, managing hundreds of millions of dollars. My work is definitely very stressful. Poker seems to calm me down. The thing I like best about Club WPT is I come in anytime and there are games to be played. I think it's so fun, it's worthwhile, it's such a bargain. I really couldn't size up who will be my toughest opponent. They all seem very nice, but I hope to beat them all.
Jan says he's good with numbers, which I would hope he is, managing these big budgets for his job. But that will also help him at the poker table, so I think if we see him use that skill set here, he'll probably do really well.
Jerry Jackson showing some serious aggression. He does have the ace-4 off, fake aces. He is first to act. And I think he's thinking about shoving here.
Oh,
he does it. Jeremy folds 10-7 suited, Steve 5 deuce off. Anita, the 8-7 off. Not much of a decision.
And action now is on Jan.
I call.
Yep, easy decision for Jan as he picks up Big Slick in the big blind and calls.
Jerry again finding himself in a dominated position, but as we know, it's no guarantee.
No fours.
Lots of fours.
The fours.
Lots of fours.
May the fours be with you.
Jan just doubled up, so if he doubles up here again,
and 66.
He's gonna have a really nice chip stack, and Jerry is going to be pretty short.
Good luck.
Good luck. Good luck, gentlemen.
Good luck to me. I'm the one all in, right?
Flop is Queen 6-6, 2 diamonds.
We're looking at a chop here, maybe.
Queen, be all right.
Queen chops it, yeah.
Jerry does have the ace of diamonds. 5 of hearts falls on the turn, so just 1 card to go for Jan to get a double up. The ace of hearts means that Jan is going to double up. He has aces and 6s with the king kicker.
Big hand.
Big hand is right. That is going to put Jan into the chip lead.
Time to see Big Slick.
These players came from all over the world to compete, but everyone's journey started at Club WPT. Sign up at clubwpt.com today.
What's up, everyone? I'm Jeff Gross here at Maria Ho, and we're back at King of the Club.
It's time for another card counters. We all know there's 13 cards in a suit. Now, Steve Nichols, who has been on fire so far tonight, has to determine the missing card to win another prize.
Let's get those cards on the screen.
Queen of spades.
Queen of spades?
Queen of spades.
Feel good about it?
Feel good about it.
All right. Queen of spades, lock it up. Show us that card. Nine of spades. Oh, darn. You're so confident.
Steve did seem really sure of himself, so bit of a fail there, Steve.
Unlucky for Steve. His first adversity of the day. He's in second place, but it's only 4 big blinds. As we can see, we started out with deep stack poker. Now it's shallow, short stack poker. Who's going to be aggressive? Who's going to take advantage? Because it favors aggressive play in this type of format at the end. So I think that's going to be interesting to see who's going to step up and put the pedal to the floor here.
Yeah, with this stack size, you run out of options. You can't really play post flops, so picking up the blinds and antes is super important. You have to be willing to get it in, and here we see Steve limp in with king, queen offsuit.
All in.
Jerry moves all in, but it's only 10,500 more.
Call.
So Steve will make this call. And you know, when stacks are this shallow, we are going to see a lot of flips, and you just have to hope it holds.
That's what burned me last time.
Yeah.
When I had sixes.
Yeah.
There's my 4.
Flop is ace 7-4, couple of clubs.
Both players have a club. Steve does have the king of clubs.
1 flop off.
He would need running clubs, a king or a queen, or running jack 10, and the turn is an offsuit 8.
No paint.
No paint, as in no king, queen.
River's the ace of hearts. It pairs the board, and it gives Jerry the double up.
That made me sweat.
It made me sweat, but you get to stick around for a little bit longer.
I'm just unlucky on the knockouts today.
Jerry showing he's one that I've seen aggression from. He definitely, I feel like, is one of the players here that has a good opportunity that he's not afraid to make some moves and put the chips in.
Steve's gonna fold.
Anita, ace queen, we've seen her with this hand. This time it's suited. She knows what to do. She's all in.
Not insignificant.
She's all in for 96,000. Jan with sixes this time, and he has the chip lead, so this is definitely a good spot for him to try and knock out Anita, but unfortunately he passes, even though it was only a couple of blinds to him.
Jerry folds. We're going to see Jeremy get out of the way as well. Anita, known as the fiery one on Club WPT, got off to a blazing start. She took a little bit of a setback, but now she's shifting gears. Let's see if she can finish it out.
As a child, when all the aunts and uncles and cousins would get together at my little Sicilian grandmother's house for Christmas Eve, and the grown-ups would play cards. If you could count your cards and you could count your pennies, you could play. So I learned math pretty quickly because I wanted to play, for sure. I like strategy. I also like psychology, and I'm competitive. I like to win. When you roll all that together and you get it in one game, it's pretty exciting, and it really keeps me engaged. My husband and I are big boaters. We have our own boat, and we spend lots of weekends out on the boat. And honestly, I take my computer with me, and I play poker on Club WPT, sitting out there in the water. You can win. Sometimes it's just points. Sometimes it's a few dollars, but you never know. It could be you.
Don't let Anita's sweet demeanor fool you, because she plays on Club WPT as Fiery One. She studied martial arts, and fire means attacking and being committed, and I think she is committed to stacking those chips and hopefully earning herself the title of King of the Club.
Make it 100.
See Jan open the King Jack suited.
I'm all in.
Jeremy does play the Ace Jack all in this time for his 2 big blinds.
Steve's gonna sit this one out.
Need some luck here.
You don't need luck, Jeremy. You just need your hand to hold up.
Ooh, all right. No king. No king, no clubs.
All clubs. Yeah, not all clubs. Yeah.
Come on, no king, no clubs.
Dominated.
Jeremy is in the lead for the meantime, but Jan definitely not out of it yet on this spot.
2 clubs, just like that.
2 clubs to start. He has got the work cut out if he's going to hold. He's going to have to dodge a king, a jack, or a club.
10 of spades, so now they both have a straight possibility.
I'll take a chop.
A queen would give Jan the higher straight, though.
Come on, club.
2 hearts.
Oh!
Sorry.
Wow.
Yikes. Queen of clubs on the river, so both the straight and the flush coming in for Jan, knocking out Jeremy Linville. Unfortunately for him, he finishes in 5th place, and he's going to talk to Caitlin.
All right, Jeremy, you're a self-described adrenaline junkie, but you were cool as a cucumber out there. The lights didn't faze you, the cameras didn't seem to faze you. How was it to be at the final table?
It was exciting. After a while and you start getting in the thick of it, you forget the cameras and the lights are even there, and you start focusing on the table, really.
Yeah, well, you handled it really well. I know you fell a little short of where you wanted to.
Yeah, I was like, what, 5th?
Fifth?
Got out 5th.
But after all this time, you've come so far. I mean, you were a winner when you got here.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, I already won this vacation, and it's been great so far, so, I mean.
Awesome. What was your favorite part?
I mean, the party was nice. The WPT party was fun. And then also, you know, just being able to play here on a final table like this was a good time.
4 players remain, 3 spots pay. Come back for the money bubble from Club WPT's King of the Club.
Hey everyone, Nick Binger here with your LearnWPT.com tip of the day. Many players make the mistake of calling pre-flop with a short stack just hoping to hit. But if you have less than 10 big blinds, you should use a push or fold strategy, meaning any hand you play should be all in. In push or fold play, most players focus too much on their hand strength and not enough on their position. So in situations where it folds to you in late position, you can move all in with a very wide range of hands. For more information on short stack play, check out LearnWPT.com today.
Well, that is a timely tip from Nick Binger, because on the bubble, it is time to go all in, especially with the stack sizes the way they are, as you can see from the chip counts.
Yeah, 5 bigs is the big stack. Less than 1 big blind. On the bubble, not the place you want to be. This is time where Jan can really utilize his chip stack, put some pressure on.
Is that right?
50, right?
No. 80.
80, 50, 60, 70.
500s, not 5,000.
Blinds are 40,000, 80,000. Anita's going to start us off, 10-8 offsuit. I would probably not be picking this spot to go all in.
Anita will fold here.
I call.
Oh, man.
Jan!
Jan, not like that. Ace-6 off, put it in.
And don't look at the fact that Jerry has ace-9 of diamonds. It doesn't matter. With an ace there, you should have put everybody to the test. Either way, we're going to go to a run out between Jerry and Steve.
There's a lot of action there.
That is a lot of action. That took the words out of my mouth. I mean, what a flop. Top pair versus the over and the flush draw.
8 of clubs comes on the turn, so Steve is still ahead.
7, diamond, ace.
Jerry's got a couple of outs, though, to knock him out. The river is the queen of clubs, so Steve's going to double up here with a pair of 10s.
Huge.
Yeah.
Dodge the big one.
What a hand. A lot of cards to fade. He did it, and he's going to double up. Critical timing, being on the bubble.
Jan might feel good now about folding his ace-6, but Jan, did you hear Nick Binger's tip?
Nope.
I'm all in.
Jerry moves all in here with king-9 offsuit, though.
He gets Steve to fold the ace high there.
I have to call it.
Anita calling 8,000 more.
At this point in the game, the blinds are 40 and 80.
Good luck. Sure, yours is better than mine.
She didn't even really need to look at her hand.
The better hand has not been winning.
6s and 8s would be really good.
2 overs. Remember that envelope I gave you in the bathroom? This is what that was for.
We shall see as he is all in for his tournament life again.
It's all right.
Yeah, you're looking all right so far.
Ace, 4, 4, couple of diamonds.
Great flop for Jerry, but
Killing me. One more diamond.
Oh, Anita pairing her 6. Jerry still has hope as it's the 6 of diamonds, so he has a diamond as an out as well.
not going to do it. The queen on the river, and Anita
on the bubbles
will knock out. Jerry's going to be our bubble 4th place. Anita takes a sigh of relief, just secured yourself a spot in the money.
Way to call that.
Huh? 8,000. I mean, it's, you have to.
The bubble buster, that's terrible.
No.
On the bubbles. The experience was wonderful. This whole day, the whole week has been awesome.
met some good friends.
All right, well, you've been a total pleasure to be around. Thanks for coming, and congratulations on such a successful trip here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We can relax. Now let's just play some poker.
Steve saying we could relax now because we are all in the money. First place, of course, $10,000 plus a $15,000 WPT main event package. Second place, $5,000. Third place, $2,500.
Anyone's game.
All right, Steve. 10-9 offsuit, $68,000 to go.
All in.
He decides a 10-9 off is good enough.
What's the count?
Really, with 68,000 total, not much choice.
Anita folds.
I call.
Jan knows that he has to call.
69. Ooh, dominated again. The sixes. Come on, 6. 6, 6, 6.
He actually doesn't have that many outs considering Steve's hand has him dominated. Flop is 7, 6, 5. Jan outflops Steve.
There's 6 again, huh?
But an 8 will give Steve the nut straight.
More 6s, please.
And he still has an overcard to the board. Turn is the queen of diamonds.
Queens all night, huh?
No help, so again, the river is only gonna help Steve if it is a 10 or an 8.
The river is the queen of clubs. Jan is gonna eliminate Steve.
Steve, you played really well.
Steve Nichols, he's gonna take home some prizes, $2,500, and leave us heads up between Anita and Jan for the title of King of the Club.
Oh my God. The two that were the short stack the most, we hung out.
Yeah.
Steve, you may not be king of the club, but you won some Maui Gym sunglasses, which you can wear on your WPT cruise, and even a set of Monster headphones that you can listen to on the travel there. I mean, you're a pretty huge winner. Oh, and you won $2,500. How does it feel to take home all of those prizes?
It was fantastic. It was the best experience I've had in poker in my life, and it was just an amazing day, an amazing week.
You've had a smile on your face the entire time, so I'm not surprised.
Oh yeah, it's been a blast. From the party to the actual poker, it was fantastic.
So I guess it's safe to say you're happy you signed up on clubwpt.com.
I'm so happy. I'm proof that sign up and play and great things can happen.
Ah, love it. All right, your screen name is 16 Hondo, is that correct?
Yeah, that's my name.
So if you find this guy on clubwpt.com, I mean, you might get some people razzing you for all the stuff you got.
That's okay, I'll be on the boat.
Congrats, Steve, thanks so much.
Thank you.
May the best man or woman win. Hopefully the woman.
The man with the woman's name.
Welcome back from the Seminole Hard Rock. This is King of the Club. We are heads up right now between Jan Garner and Anita Dahlstrom. Jan has Anita outchipped about 2-1 here to start, but it really is anybody's game. They are playing quite short right now.
Jan looks down at the Jack-6 suited.
All in.
And he does shove it in.
Abusing the small. Abusing the big blind, that's just.
She had Queen-8 and you have 3 bigs. Probably got to put it in, but she just doesn't want to call it off.
I got the feeling I'm all in now.
Uh-oh.
These are going to be the best 2 cards of my life.
Last hand this level. What are they going to do, the blinds now?
Oh, I'm all in.
She's in for less than a big blind.
I think I call. It doesn't look like quite enough, does it? What do you got?
Good luck.
You got good cards? I got a 6.
Yours are suited.
Yeah.
Come on. Jacks, 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 jacks.
If she wins this hand, still doesn't really get all the way back. So I think that Queen-8 was her chance to get back in the game.
Good luck, Anita.
Flop is ace, 10, deuce.
I'll take 10s. I'll take 10s. It's only going to double me up to the big blind.
Looks like double up, yeah.
So Anita's paired her 10s.
And the 10 will secure it. She will double up. She is still going to be right around 1 big blind.
I live for one more hand.
I don't see a way out of this one.
Awesome. One more hand. A full house. Survived on a full house.
Did get an awesome hand out of that.
Good news for Anita, she has doubled up. The bad news is the blinds are even higher, 60,000, 120,000 now, so her 88,000 still less than one big blind.
Jan, this is it. This is it, my God.
Sort of hope so.
She sort of hopes so.
Good luck again.
One more time. Best of luck.
Best of luck. She's all in for less.
Yeah, you could just deal mine face up. If I jump up and scream right now, does that give some drama?
And Anita's all in
It's
for less than a big blind, so Jan's going to make the
Getting
call
better
for
cards.
28,000 more.
Kings are really good. Kings, spades, nines. Nines would be really good.
All right, so the cards are on their backs. Let's go to a flop.
554 on the flop for Jan.
Oh my gosh.
That gives Anita 1% chance to win.
Two nines are on their way, I swear.
Good. I was thinking 2 kings. Maybe another 5.
Oh.
Oh.
I think I got this one.
Jack of clubs. That'll seal it. Jan, he is the king of the club.
Very good.
All right.
What a match. Well done. And congrats to Anita on a very strong showing. Going to take away $5,000 for her second place finish.
All right.
Jan Garner, though, is going to win $10,000.
Take it.
Plus that $15,000 WPT main event package.
I am stunned.
I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled.
Wow. Wow. Yes.
My expectation for today was just really to play well, make good decisions, and kind of represent the females in the sport. I had some really good hands. I played some of them really well. I pulled off some bluffs. I was really happy with that. Made a couple mistakes along the way and maybe held back a couple times. I should have pressed forward. But all in all, hey, second place, I think I played pretty darn well.
Congratulations, Jan. What's going through your mind right now?
I am stunned. This is just fantastic. I can't believe playing online Club WPT got me this far.
Can you believe it? Oh my
It's
God.
just fantastic. What an experience, really. I can't believe it.
Well,
Still
without
nervous.
further ado, Jan, you are the king of the club.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Wow. Thank you. Fantastic.
What a tremendous achievement for Jan Gardner. From playing online to being crowned king of the club.
Hand that man his trophy.
Wow.
This was a lot of fun, and we'll be back next time with a fresh set of Club WPT players taking the felt. See ya.
Well, this was a worthwhile trip.
Minute to learn, lifetime to master. Gotta get your fix. We're feeling even faster. Get your chips all in. Put your skills to the test. It's everybody's quest to rise above the rest. All my VIPs, pull the chair up, please. We got a seat open for the king of the club. Lock it up for the king of the club. Lock it up for the king of the club. Lock it up for the king of the club. Look at you now, you're the king of the club.
What's up, everybody? Tonight we are at the Borgata Hotel, Casino, and Spa in Atlantic City, New Jersey for a special presentation from the World Poker Tour. I'm Jeff Gross.
And I'm Maria Ho. This is King of the Club. Ever thought you have what it takes to play poker on television? Well, tonight, 8 lucky players are going to get the chance to show off their skills thanks to ClubWPT.com.
Through a number of qualifying tournaments online at Club WPT, these players won an all-expense-paid trip to Atlantic City, where they've been living large all week, and now they get their shot at winning real cash and prizes.
The top 3 finishers will be taking home some serious cash, with the winner getting $10,000 and a $15,000 WPT main event package. Plus, we've got some additional surprises from Caitlin Howe, who's joining us from the sidelines.
I've really enjoyed getting to know these players this week here at Borgata. They've all been having an excellent time, but the one thing they all say they're most looking forward to is playing some poker. So you can expect to see some action early on in this game.
My name is John Bechtel, and I'm a truck driver. I don't want to be a trash man all my life. I'd rather be a poker player. It's a little more glamorous.
My name is Christina Torch.
I'm originally from Italy. I actually like to play more with men. I like to beat them. They think that they know it all.
I'm Coach, and I'm from Chemung, New Jersey. There are times that I'm a Tiger and playing serious. It's a little on-off switch that I have.
I'm James. 3 things to know about me is poker, swimming, and family. I will take advantage of any opportunities presented to me, but I wouldn't say that I have any particular style.
I'm Wayne Joy, and I'm a service tech for Dunkin' Donuts. I'm a carpenter by trade, so I understand the percentage of things, but in a different way. When you start talking numbers, you lost me, but you haven't lost me from the table.
My name is Richard Seal. When you're playing poker, patience is one of the better skills. You learn something every time you play in a tournament. Trust me.
I'm TJ. I was in the Army for 22 and a half years. Since I've been fully retired, my wife and I do whatever we damn please.
My name is Brian Whitman. One thing I do to relieve stress is recreational chainsawing. I've never considered the parallels between chainsawing and poker, unless you just get a big stack and a pocket pair and you just mow down the competition.
Jeff, we've got an eclectic group today. I'm excited to watch how they're all going to approach this sit-and-go format.
Yeah, absolutely. This looks like everyone's ready to gamble, have some fun.
All right, come on, guys, break the ice. Let's start talking. Have a good time.
They all start with 100,000 in chips, and blinds are 500, 1,000.
No? All right.
Yeah, 100 big blinds a person. That means plenty of play, plenty of exciting. Oh, well, speaking of exciting, look at this. 2 aces right off the bat for John.
Same bet.
John says he's going to raise here to 2,500.
Christina with an 8-5, not going to play.
Bob looks down at Jack 5 offsuit and folds.
King 9 suited for James. This is a playable hand, and he will make the call.
I think when you start very deep, it's fine to make calls with these speculative hands because you could always smash the flop and maybe even crack aces.
Absolutely. 9-10 suited, one of those type of hands that can do exactly that. And Wayne is going to call and hit top pair on the flop as he checks it over.
Richard with Jack 7 has a gut shot. He checks as well.
John with 2 aces going to make a healthy bet for 6,500. James folds.
And Wayne quickly makes a call here with top pair. Richard folds.
See a 6 of spades on the turn. This is a card that could slow both players down. We see Wayne check his top pair.
11,000.
Yeah, there's a flush possible and a straight possible, but that doesn't slow John down. He continues again with 11,000, and that's going to get a fold out of Wayne.
Yeah, disciplined fold there for Wayne. Could have peeled one, but he made a good fold.
First place will win $10,000 in cash plus a $15,000 WPT tournament package. Second place takes home $5,000, and third place $2,500 for their efforts. Not a bad day of work for any of these players.
Folds around to John Bechtel. He gets another solid hand, ace-queen offsuit. This time he's going to open to 3,000 for the flop.
Christina taking her time with 7 deuce offsuit and folds.
I think we're going to see her trying to get in a lot of hands today. She does not look like she likes to fold.
Richard in the small blind calls with ace 5. The big blind folds.
Go to a flop. We see the Jack 3-3 with 2 clubs. Richard does have the ace of clubs. He's going to check it over.
4,500.
And John continues for 4,500 with his ace high and backdoor flush draw.
Richard does make the call, having the ace of clubs. Going to see a turn.
And the turn brings the queen of diamonds. So now John has paired his queen.
9,000.
His hand looks pretty strong, and it's worth a bet of 9,000. Richard still has ace high, so it looks like he is going to fold.
John going to take it down.
It's a little bit too easy for you.
It's never a good sign, early.
You want to win the last 5, not the first 5.
12 years ago, one of my buddies took me to a card room, and then that was all I needed was one time. And Now I'm hooked to it. I want to play every day. I want to be a poker pro. My favorite player is Gus Hansen. I take a lot from him. Any 2 cards can get you there. You get that crazy guy who's going to play them crazy cards. That brings action. But playing club WPT is the best. I tell all my friends, hey, look, I'm going to play on TV. You know, you can't believe it. Oh, how'd you do that? I said, well, it's just club WPT. You can play unlimited tournaments. You can't go wrong. Thrilling. It's out of this world. You can't compare this to anything. For a guy like me who plays maybe 3-4 times a week in tournaments, who wants to be a poker player, this is it. I'm gonna enjoy every minute of it.
John plays on Club WPT as Hammer MYK, and he says they call him that because he keeps banging away at poker. I feel like I know a few hammers in poker, Jeff.
Absolutely. This guy, I got my money on John. He's the hammer. He wants to be a professional poker player.
Cool.
He's already winning hands. This is my pick for the day.
He has King 3 of diamonds this hand. He's going to limp in, but Christina with Ace Jack suited, she knows that's a raising hand. She's going to make it 3,500.
Christina, she's got that look in her eye. She didn't want to fold 7-2. If she doesn't want to fold 7-2 offsuit, I don't think she's going to shy away from many hands today. So we see her kicking up the action right away.
Richard has Ace Queen offsuit, and he comes along as well. So 3 ways to the flop.
5-2-3 with 2 hearts.
6,000.
John jumps into the lead now with a pair of 3s, and he bets 6,000.
Christina knows she doesn't have a heart, but she does have a gut shot, straight draw, and 2 overs. What to do?
See her reluctantly fold.
But Richard gonna raise it up to 15,000 and put some pressure on John.
Cool.
It's a tough call with King 3, but he does come along. Richard's got 2 overs, a gut shot for a straight.
The turn is the 4 of hearts, so Richard does hit his gut shot.
I check.
But it's not the best 4 because it does bring the flush.
Richard bets 15,000.
Nice hand.
John will fold, and a pot for Richard.
Richard says he's been playing poker since the 70s. All of those old school variants like low ball, 5-card draw, and 7-card stud that a lot of the young players nowadays really don't know how to play anymore, Jeff.
Yeah, I can't say I'm an expert in any of those.
Wow, everybody is so serious.
Quiet.
Look at you.
So quiet.
Once you're in a hand, it's a lot easier to kind of loosen up.
Anything to say? I mean, come on, guys.
We're all scared of you.
I ain't gonna be scared of me.
Action's on Bob, and he folds Jack 3 of spades. James lets it go.
1,000.
See Wayne pick up a very pretty 9-8 suited. He does call. Folded around in the hammer.
4,000.
And John in the small blind with 7-5 offsuit. He's going to raise it to 4,000. He is aggressive.
Oh, John the hammer going for it. Christina gives him a look with her 9-5 suited. She wants to get in. She's having trouble with John taking action on her right every time first.
And Wayne makes the call with his 9-8 suited. The flop is queen, queen, jack, 2 clubs.
Check.
10,000.
John checks, and we see Wayne bet out with his 9 high, takes it down.
Not a good flop for pocket 3s.
Well, it's a shot, though.
Not a good flop.
Wouldn't blame you. I'd have done the same thing.
Not a good flop.
People probably think I'm very tight. And that's what I want them to think. I've been playing since a teenager. Stimulates the brain, it keeps you moving. A lot of parts playing poker that most people don't understand. They think it's just what's in front of you, but it's what's coming up after that. And I find that a challenge.
Well, looks like Wayne's on a mission today. He's competitive. He's letting everyone know it. Let's see how he does as we pick up the action. James is going to call with his ace-jack for 1,000.
Wayne folds, as does Richard.
TJ gets out of the way.
Brian also folds.
45.
John on the button with nines, and he's going to hammer away 4,500.
John with a wired pair here, definitely going to be pushing the action with 2 nines.
And it folds back to James, who will call the raise.
Got a fair fight here. 2 overs versus a mid pair.
The flop is ace, king, 4, 2 spades. So James does make top pair. He checks.
9,000.
John takes the bait and bets 9,000.
Yeah, I think sometimes you will see players check here with nines, but not John.
James does spring the trap. He throws a bet out there, makes it 20,000 with the check raise.
Good bet.
And James is going to take down that pot with a check raise, but I don't know, Jeff, with how aggressive John is, James may have been able to get a little more out of him if he just called.
We're back at the Borgata with King of the Club, and tonight we're mixing things up with some competition off the felt.
When you're playing poker online at Club WPT and you win a big pot, you don't have to stack your own chips. So we thought it would be fun to put these players to the test and see who has the skills to build the tallest stack.
Okay, players, you know the rules. Give me 30 seconds on the clock. Ready, set, stack. Looking pretty strong over here on the right side of the table. Got some different techniques going over here. 10 seconds left, players. 3, 2, 1. Chips down.
Well, we see the winner down there.
Ooh, it's looking
Wow.
really close.
I may have a chance.
All right, it was super close, but our winner is Brian. Brian, you just won a custom BBO poker table. Congratulations, Brian.
Thank you.
Let's hope you keep the luck going at the table.
Absolutely.
It's a nice prize. Gets a free table. That's awesome.
I was once in a chip stacking contest, and I think I could learn a thing or two from Brian. And you know what, Jeff? The Club WPT VIP members here tonight aren't the only ones who have a shot at winning. Every day there are tournaments running around the clock with cash and prizes up for grabs, including WPT main event seats.
Log on now at clubwpt.com. All right, let's get back to it.
Let's take a look at the chip counts. James Johnson with 113,000 is in the lead, followed by Richard Seal with 111,000. Looks like your man, John Bechtel, on the bottom there, Jeff.
Yeah, I mean, he's the guy I told you. He's going to win it or he's going to be out pretty quick. So let's see if he can turn it around and get back towards the top of the leaderboard. Picks up the 10-8 off. He's going to pass.
Christina folds.
Bob with a 9-4, not going to play.
And James with 6-3 of clubs is going to limp.
Richard on the button. Jack 7 offsuit, but he has position, and he says, no limping here. Going to raise it up.
Raise.
But TJ with ace-king from the small blind is going to re-raise to 16,000.
Yeah, nice hand, nice spot. I like his sizing.
Brian folds. James folds after limping in.
Richard, getting some resistance, decides to give it up.
And the retired Sergeant Major takes down the pot.
I was in the Army for 22 and a half years. Then I worked for the United States Postal Service for another 22 and a half years. And now I'm fully retired. And since I've been fully retired, my wife and I do whatever we damn please. Club WPT, my favorite pastime because it's available right in my house. I mean, I go in there, click on the computer, and I can play anytime, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's just great. I love poker because it's a very strong mental game. You gotta be focused and you gotta take notes and then you gotta study it and practice it. But Club WPT gives you that opportunity. A lot of people think that Texas Hold'em is a simple game. It's a simple game to play, It's a very, very difficult game to master.
TJ in the lead with 115,000. It's pretty close up top, but they're still very deep. So even if you're a player at the bottom right now, you still feel like you have a shot.
Plenty of big blinds. No reason to rush. Everyone's kind of feeling each other out, getting acclimated to how the others are playing. As we pick up the action, Richard, pocket fives. It's going to raise it to 4,500.
TJ folds the king 8 offsuit.
Brian does not play the 9-7.
I call.
But John announces a call with queen 9 offsuit. He's like, oh, I've taken a few hands off. It's time to get back in the action.
See Christina with the 4 deuce, folding semi-patiently.
Bob with 10-6 in the small blind folds.
James closes the action, the big blind. He has a king 7, and he decides to come along.
So 3 ways to the flop.
Ace 5-7 with 2 diamonds.
Richard's flop bottom set here. James with middle pair checks.
Richard bets 12,000 with his bottom set. There's a lot going on this board, so I like this bet.
John folds. James comes along, and he does have the backdoor nut flush draw as well.
Turn is the ace of hearts. That makes a full house for Richard. James checks.
Richard bets 25,000. And kind of a quick fold from James there.
Well, he doesn't have to wait long to know. He gets shown the full house. And with that pot, Richard Seal is now our chip leader.
More action when we come back from Club WPT's King of the Club.
Welcome back to the Borgata Hotel, Casino, and Spa, where action is underway at Club WPT's King of the Club.
We still have 8 players remaining, and John, who came out swinging, now finds himself at the bottom of the pack, but he's still got plenty of play left, even as blinds move up to 1,000, 2,000.
Richard's going to fold the 8-5.
TJ folds.
Over to Brian, who picks up a nice hand, 2 queens.
Brian's been pretty patient, and now that's being rewarded. He raises to 11,500.
Action folds to Christina, who has been super patient, and she will fold her king 3 suited.
Bob lets go of 9-3 suited on the button.
Call.
James passes.
But Wayne in the big blind with ace-7 of clubs, he's going to make the call.
He's in the big blind. Definitely worth a peek at the flop, so let's see that flop. 10-9 deuce, all different suits, also known as a rainbow flop.
Nothing for Wayne, but it looks like he thought about betting, but thinks better of it and checks instead.
$13,000.
He bets 13,000, and I don't see Wayne continuing. He does fold.
Nice hand for Brian.
Brian is a corporate lawyer, and he's married with 2 kids. How do you have time for poker?
Action's on Christina.
Christina with king 6 offsuit under the gun passes.
Raise.
James finds the ace jack. Good enough for a raise. 10,500, pretty big sizing.
Richard calls with 8s. Brian folds. But John doesn't like folding.
John, speculative call here with the jack 8.
So 3 players to the flop. John will be first to act.
You see the queen 7 flop.
Check.
John and James check to Richard, who likes his hand. He bets 16,000 with queens and 8s. and that's going to get both players to fold.
Richard takes it down.
Last night met Vincent Patton, and we talked a little bit about playing and why people play. And as a real amateur psychologist, I think it's the adrenaline. You know, whether it's the win of a big pot or the losing of a big pot. Most poker players are adrenaline junkies.
Come on, guys. Liven up. Come on. Come on.
This is my poker face.
There's definitely nothing like getting away with a huge bluff in a big spot. That adrenaline is something I've never felt before.
Think he's onto something there.
Fold it around to coach.
Not gonna play.
James passes his button, and Wayne with queen 10 offsuit from the small blind will limp in.
Loose call, loose call.
Loose call, he says. Queen 10 certainly a reasonable hand in the small blind.
Richard checks the option with 7-4 offsuit. And Wayne leads 3,000 on ace-3 deuce rainbow.
Richard gonna call. He does have a gut shot. A 5 would make him a straight.
The turn is the ace of hearts.
Wayne acts very quickly and checks.
That says to Richard, I'm gonna take a stab.
Richard, with the worst of it, takes down 2 in a row.
There's no time to be holding a middle pair with that flop.
A lot of lying going on, which is okay at a poker table, but no one's claimed the real hand yet.
Action on Brian. Folds queen 3 offsuit.
85.
John, been quiet for a little bit. He's gonna open it up to 8,500.
Christina with 9-8 offsuit really hasn't found any playable hands. Bob folds.
I call.
Our swim instructor, James, with a pair of 6s. He's gonna take a look.
His motto is swimming and winning.
I can get behind that.
TJ folds the 4 deuce of clubs.
So we're gonna see another coin flip type situation, a pair versus 2 overcards.
Flop is queen 8-4, 2 diamonds. So John does pair his 8.
16.
He's gonna lead out middle pair. James has a diamond. He has backdoor flush draw possibilities, backdoor straight draw possibilities. Let's go to a turn.
Turn is the 5 of spades.
Same bet.
John will continue with another bet of 16,000. The 5 of spades actually gives James a couple more outs. 7 for a gut shot.
I'm all in.
He puts it all in.
James moves all in for 56,500, and he's staring down John.
I think it's the only way you can win, man. I think that's the only way you can win this hand.
He's not gonna call.
I'm positive it's the only way you can win that hand.
Really nice hand for Vavoom Viper.
If you're that positive, you should have had a call, John.
Can't wait to see that on TV.
If he was strong, he would have shown.
We're all friends here. I'll tell you if you want to know.
Nah, you would have shown if you wanted to know. That's for sure.
If I show, you might not want to know. If you want to know, I'll tell you.
I don't want to hear from you. I want to know what you had. Nice hand, man.
Hey everyone, Nick Binger here with your Learn WPT tip of the day. Too many players make the mistake of thinking they have good reads on their opponents right after they sit down at the table. But when you first get your seat, you usually won't have a lot of information about the other players. This is why it's crucial you develop a default strategy that works regardless of who's at the table. Once you have this solid game plan, then you can adjust from your default play when you have real information about your opponents. To get started on making your game plan, check out LearnWPT.com today.
Nick makes a lot of good points there, and I think someone who has been able to have a good default strategy from the start is Richard Seal. He is on top of the chance.
Yeah, he's got a healthy lead, and now we see John in the back. He is gonna need to do some hammering. He is in trouble in the back of the pack.
Action is on James, and he folds.
Wayne with the ace-6 offsuit's gonna fold.
Richard and TJ both muck.
Brian, a 6-3 suited. We've seen him err on the side of tight pre-flop, but you can see he was thinking about the 6-3 suited. He's off doing really well, so he decided, you know, let me stick with what I'm doing.
Cool.
And we see Christina enter a pot.
Christina hasn't been involved, but limps in.
Hey, I'm playing in the game. Hi, everybody. Yeah. Why, no raise?
Bob does check the queen-9 offsuit from the big blind. The flop is 5-3 deuce. Christina has hit bottom pair.
I check.
Both players check. We get to a turn. The jack of hearts.
Now she's improved to 2 pairs, so she feels like it's time to bet 10,500.
I'm guessing you have it.
And the singer, Christina, takes down her first pot.
Yes. Yeah, I went ahead.
Yeah, that's what we all expected. She was going to win the first one she played.
That's how you do it. When you go in, you're supposed to win.
I love singing. My mother was a singer. My mother sang every day. When I came home from school, I knew what mood my mother was in by the songs that she sang. If she was mad at my father, you know, there would be angry songs. If she was in love with my father, there would be romantic songs. So I learned from her. I was a singer in the 70s and 80s. I sang in clubs in New York City. I had a lot of success. I decided to play poker, cash games in the casino about 15 years ago. I love Club WPT. I can't do without now. They have a variety of games, and anytime that you want to play, there is a game that you can play. I can play poker 24/7. It gets me all excited, it gets my adrenaline going, and I can play forever.
You could tell by that rasp in Christina's voice, she probably has an amazing singing voice.
Absolutely. Singing in New York City back in the 70s and 80s, that is pretty cool. So let's hope she can make a run here, get to see more of her today.
Blinds are 2,500, 5,000. Action starts with Brian from under the gun with Jack 4 of clubs, and he'll pass.
John with Queen 4, not gonna play either. Jack 10, playable hand here for Christina. She just won a pot, takes a long look here.
But she decides to fold. Bob folds as well. James with the ace-5 offsuit doesn't open an unopened pot on the cutoff. It's a little bit on the tight side.
Let's rock and roll, yeah.
Do see Richard in the small blind limp in. TJ 7-8 suit in the big blind says let's rock and roll, also known as a check.
Flop is king 10 deuce, 2 hearts. Richard leads out 16,000 with his middle pair.
Good luck, brother.
TJ makes the call, has a flush draw.
The turn pairs the king of diamonds, so Richard probably feeling a bit more comfortable about his hand now, bets 20,000.
In a fold.
You don't think you'll have a king. I'm looking for a heart, man, if the heart comes. I give myself one opportunity. If that king come, I got to go to bed.
Richard, the chip leader, has almost doubled his starting stack of 100,000. But you see John Bechtel all the way on the bottom with just 6 big blinds.
First or last, we kind of thought so. Let's see if he can double up and get back in it.
Richard folds. TJ with pocket 6s.
Grace.
Raises it to 13,500.
That's easy.
Brian passes 4-3. John and Christina gonna get out of the way as well. Bob not gonna play.
James, big hand from the small blind. Peeks down at ace-king offsuit.
Certainly is gonna play. It's just a matter of for how much.
I'm all in.
And I like this move from James. He goes all in for 100,500 With, 35 big blinds or so, I think ace-king is a hand that you should just 3-bet all in pre with.
Well, there goes my pair.
Not a hand that he would mind getting some action with, but again, he does get a better hand to fold. Another nice play, Boom Viper.
For these players, the path to playing poker on TV began at Club WPT. Start your own journey today at clubwpt.com.
Welcome back to Club WPT's King of the Club. We are at Borgata in Atlantic City. Richard Seal still hanging on to that chip lead. Just been steady climbing that leaderboard.
Yeah, John's in the back of the pack. He has 6 big blinds, so still anyone's game.
Action is on TJ with ace-8 of hearts.
I call.
He limps. Brian folds.
John with 6 big blinds decides to call. With 6 big blinds, I think I'd prefer to see a shove or a fold, but he's going to try to get to a flop.
James on the button with king-queen offsuit. Doesn't raise, will just limp in with the other 2.
Wayne folds. Richard, who doesn't have to put any more money in the pot, gets to see a free flop with this queen-5.
It's 4-handed to the flop, and here it comes. Queen 8-4, couple of diamonds.
Richard does have top pair, so he leads out for 21,000.
TJ folds his middle pair.
John gonna fold his inside straight draw.
James calls here with king-queen, but Richard exposed a queen by accident, and so now I think he has to play the rest of the hand with the card face up.
Totally incidental, as we see accidents happen. This is part of the game, and this makes the hand a little more interesting.
Yeah, when you play with one card face up, it does give your opponent somewhat of an advantage. Let's see how this hand plays out. Ooh, that 9 would have given John the straight. Richard checks it over to James.
You see James sort of like, man, what do I do? I have king, queen. This should be good.
And James is like, this could maybe be a trap, but I still have to bet my king, queen. He bets 15,000. He is going to get a call. River is the 6 of hearts.
Check, and James checks behind.
Yeah, it's definitely a spot where you could get tricky when you do have one card up and you have 2 hands. You just never know. People have tricks up their sleeve.
Oh, you're so excited to get that pot, to see that queen.
Feel free to do that anytime you and I are playing. I'm sure that'd make everybody happy.
That was my triple up. I had Jack 10. He made it 21. I can't call. I hit the 9 on the turn. I can't believe I'm gonna be the first one out of this.
John, you can hear and see he is visibly frustrated. He decided to call, and that's what happens. He didn't get to see all the cards. Generally, when you're under 10 big blinds, you mentioned it, it is better to play a push or fold strategy.
4 and 8, you said, right?
Blinds are up, 4,000, 8,000.
Brian, 6-4 offsuit, will pass. John, queen deuce offsuit, not good enough to put all the chips in the middle. But Christina wakes up with a nice looking hand, ace king offsuit. She makes a min raise to 16,000 and gets a lot of quick folds behind her.
That's right. She knows how to sing and she knows how to play ace king. She comes in raising. She's got a customer, TJ, calls out of the big blind.
The flop is ace 5-5, 2 hearts.
Christina.
TJ almost concedingly says, Christina, this is your board.
And Christina does bet 15,000, and
you win, dear.
TJ, giving respect to the former singer out of New York, lets his hand go.
She doesn't play a lot of pots, but when she does, she brings them home. That's a good way to play. It's a good style.
James Johnson is now our new chip leader, but Richard Seal still in second place.
John is critically short right now. He has just over 3 blinds, and king 9.
All in.
Certainly good enough to move in with 3 big blinds.
Try to steal my blind now.
And you know, the players behind John can call somewhat wide here, but you would expect that someone in the blinds will definitely be calling.
Yeah, it's hard to get folds with 3 big blinds. And Brian
actually has a great hand, ace-jack offsuit from the big blind.
Call.
And he will call.
Cool.
John's tournament life here on the line.
Nice hand.
John taps the table. Looks like he's already conceding.
You gotta go nowhere, John. You never know what that flop will bring, brother.
It's gonna bring me a trip to the door. That's what it's bringing me.
Good luck, John.
I need it. I need it. Thank you.
Brian is in the lead with ace-jack. Flop is ace-jack 7. And now maybe it's time for John to be a little more pessimistic because Brian's flop top 2 here. He's going to need running kings or running nines or running gut shot to Broadway.
Yeah. All right. Good luck, everybody.
No, not yet, not yet, not yet.
Brian not going to shake hands yet. He's seen this trick before. Now he's okay with that turn. That's going to seal it 100%.
Great. Good luck to you. Yeah, you too.
John, he started off really great today, but unfortunately things didn't work out in the end.
Thank you.
Nice hand. All right.
John, what was your strategy going into this?
I was trying to be aggressive early. I did get a lot of good hands early that allowed me to raise and stay in a lot of the hands, but it just didn't work out today.
How was your overall experience here?
It was amazing. Top of the line. Club WPT was awesome. Everything from top to bottom. I'm really happy that I was able to be here.
Happy to hear it. We're happy to have you.
Thank you.
Well done, and congratulations on making this
Thank you
fun.
so much. It was great to meet you.
It's sad to see John head to the door, but there's more action to come.
There are many perks to being a Club WPT VIP member, and these players got to experience them firsthand here at Borgata.
The VIP experience that I've had up here at Borgata has been incredible. We had a